Hello, this is another Osaka League game played on 2 handicap where black started quite solid and strong, but then slowly giving up some stones here and there, and in the end white won by resignation. So let's see how these fighting tactics could have been played better for black. So far so good. Very solid for Seki. It's nice to play the Kosumi at Q5 and keep Sente, then go for the big points. Now slide, instead of slide, black can always consider the C16 move, which is the modern style of following up in the corner, but slide is absolutely fine. When white protects, you just extend back. So far so good. Now inside approach, black play the pincer, that's a good idea. It works well with the stones on the right side, but it's still okay to defend calm, but nothing wrong here. So white takes the corner, separate, that's fine. The modern move, play S14. Back in the day, it was always the solid connection. That's the right thing to do. So now we have the modern Joseki. Then black pushed. Usually here, black can play away. So just Tenuki, go for a big point at F3. But luckily, if black wants to set up the Moe on the right side, it's good to play Keima to get ahead of this O17 stone. Now, if white plays another move here at N17, black made this exchange in center. So black can go either f3 or k3 or something on the right side. For example, put some pressure like this and then another extension to prevent the shoulder hit. Now, if white doesn't react to this schema, for example, white plays on the bottom and extends back like this, black will immediately play the n17 tsuke in center, then extend in the top. So this is quite a good exchange to get the forcing move in center. So black push from behind. Now when black pushes once, after white gets ahead, it's okay to push one more time. If white plays away, let's suppose white just go j3, it's nice for black to go hane and double hane in the top. Now usually here white connects and black can connect too, or just play some other moves. Now if white doesn't connect, and sometimes it happens that white cuts first, here black can connect, and when white connects, black will set up a ladder. But black can do more damage by pushing in the top and then Atari N18. Now when white captures here, black will Atari from behind, then when white connects, the corner dies. And if white leaves in the corner, black will capture 2 stones, white takes 1 back, but already the damage is done in the top, so black can play away because the top side got broken. So it's okay to push again. White will probably no be one more time, but pushing from behind too much, it's also not amazing. I mean, at some point you still need to get ahead with a Keima or put pressure here, then think about the Keima, or just set up a big Moe on the bottom side, on the right side. So this could happen. That's a big point though. But anyway, this exchange can be skipped, so it's important to think about the Keima to be ahead of white. Like this, white is still 1 step ahead. Now f3 was really good. Black comes inside, white blocks on the outside to go for a lot of thickness, that's fine. And here there are several Josekis to think about. This Atari is an option too, but black can play the cut or just connect. Now this reverts to white playing the submarine move, black blocks, then wedge, and now cut. It's just that the order of moves is different. White started with c4 and then the hane. So when black cuts, white usually will go out in the corner, black pushes along, then we have Atari here, go out, Atari again, escape, push on the side, descend, then Atari from the outside, Atari again or jump, white plays here, on the hane, black can push to create some cutting points. And in this position it's actually good for black, because black keeps the corner, killing those stones, and white is supposed to extend on the left side, but black already has a stone here facing white's thickness, so it's very difficult for white to use that group. So overall the position is good for black. Therefore black would cut b4 instead. Now black can also connect solidly here, then when white goes down at c3, black will block, white will play a Keima here, black can block again, white can push out and then leave in the corner. This will leave, but it's a little bit painful, and then black extends at k3 to use the outside. So Atari instead, this is actually playable too. And let's see what are the variation. Ah yeah, white could try d3 instead. Now black will pull back, white plays a hanging connection, black goes down, white leaves in the corner, and black has a nice moy on the left side. And it's good to play something like this or Ogema in order to prevent the shoulder hit at d10. So even if white leaves in the corner, black profits a lot on the outside. And this extension at k3 is nice too because it's attacking the two stones on the bottom, so they either slide or jump in the middle. So that's a positive exchange for black. So black played Atari, white connects, black goes down. Black can also push here. Then white has to leave like this in the corner. And white makes a 6-7 points life in the corner. Black got a nice wall. And again, black will extend k3. That's a common Joseki too. So black separates. White Atari. Let's see here. Atari. Atari. Go down. Yeah, white needs to play this move. And then make some base. Actually, for white, it's okay to play this kind of move. Of course, black will turn once and stress the group more, but it's gonna be alive. And white can also use this kind of, black can go under to remove the base. But again, white is out. So white pushed here, and this leaves the peep, which was played right away. But the honey is not necessary here. Black had Kosumi to keep the pressure on the group. So white's option here is to jump out. Then black can jump along on the bottom side. White will probably play an attach or a combination with shoulder hit and this in order to stay safe towards the middle. But black got territory both on the left side and the bottom, so it's fine. Now the Hane, white can Hane also. Black needs to Nobi. Then white could capture the stone with this Tesuji. It's already captured. If black goes here, Atari and take. And if black comes out, you take everything. So like this, the stone is not really captured. Black can play Kosumi and then Tiger Mouth to connect under. White will Atari once and then still fly out with the group. This group is still on the run, and that's a false eye. So playing the turn ruins the option to go out on the left side. Now when black tries to go out on the left side with this move, white can go down and resist. But before, if this exchange is not played, if white goes down, black comes up. If white plays here, connect, and then turn. So the group is still in trouble. Yeah, this is big. So far so good. Black looks okay. Oh, white is taking a Yose move. For white, it's actually big to place something like this or a bump in order to get rid of the edge of b7. And after bump, just leave the position like this and ruin or reduce the right side with a shoulder hit. This is quite big. Otherwise, the moy on the right becomes too large. It's a bit small to play b70 right now, or it's just too early. So if black tries this move now, white will Hane, then cut, and this combination doesn't really work. White will be okay in the end. Therefore, black can play like it happened in the game. A Kosumi, if white protects, black can go out. Yeah, that's fine. So white is still attacking this group. This attach is too much. It's not necessary. If white got a move here, coming in the center, it's obvious he wants to also go from the right side. For example, around m15 to set up a nice moyo. So for black, a move like m15, it's the moyo's border move because it destroys or reduces or limits the top side like this, and it expands the right side. So if something like this happens, black can't complain. The right side becomes quite nice here, and white in the top will get only those points. Playing this attach can just be troublesome. So cut where you can cut. White is supposed to play Atari here and then protect. It's easier to fight because the group in the top just becomes committed. So tough for black to run out. Once you play Atari here, maybe black will sacrifice the stone, but still you need this kind of move to reduce the top or now get into the center. So that attach wasn't the best idea in this case. Just come from the right side because this is the border of moyos where the moyo collides. So Nobi, then extend, very good. Now white turns, and then black has to leave in the top. Instead of Keima, it's better to play Kosumi. It's more connected and the direction is good to come out in the center. If white plays here, you Hane. When white comes out, you can connect this way. If white plays this, you just jump out again. So it's much more solid to escape to the center. Now on this move, it's obvious that white wants to use the edge of r14, so it's okay to play a clamp and just catch the stone. And now it's all safe on the right side, you will never lose those stones. Yeah, this one is trying to catch the two stones, but it's not so clear. White can still go out, Tsukia once and then escape. Or Nobi now to the right, and then make good shape. Yeah, that's not a bad move because of the push and cut. Here black has Atari and then block. So this can give black some base in the top, and this move too, because when white pushes like this, you can block or pull back and then connect. And the pullback works too. There is no more cutting point here. Now the ladder works. So playing like this, white can push and peep and the group is heavy. Well, white is trying to catch those 4 stones. So for black here, yeah, the sacrifice is an option. But how about you play this kind of move and sacrifice the 2 stones on the side in order to get very thick in the center. Yeah, it feels a little bit dangerous for the group in the top, but black can still fight. Now being strong in the middle, if something like this happens, black will just cut and capture 2 stones. If white resists, then you keep pushing out, then you push again here, then you cut. So it's not so easy for white either, because white stones are quite thin in the middle too. So it seems black is giving up some stones without too much fight. These stones in the top right. But okay, Keima, it's meant to attack the group in the center, but if you don't catch it, it's expensive. White is trying to get these guys. White can capture 2 stones, like that. And even if black connects in the center, white still chases everything. That's an option. Or push, then Hane. Now, white will catch the 4 stones. Which actually happened in the game too. So white got those stones, but black attacks in the middle first. Now, in order to capture these stones, they can go out around h10. So it's more interesting to jump k10 or l10, because even if he turns here, you go Nobi, and when he comes along, you jump again, because you're very strong in this area. So if you push that group into the strength, it's difficult to escape. And in the top, this group is vulnerable, so it's always good to attack from the weak stones and push your opponent into the strong ones. Attacking from here, it's probably not going to give so much profit. So when white comes out, you can push one way or the other. But let's see. So I decided to sacrifice those stones. The thing is, if white comes out with the group like this or like this, if you don't catch the group, this stone, the J9, is not going to profit so much. I mean, the territory will increase here with like 10 points or something, but if white escapes, you have big problems with the top group, which is weak. So the directional play should be to attack from the weak group in the top. White is threatening to catch the right side, so it's actually good to protect. Push couple of times and it's alive. But okay, if you decide to sacrifice and go for the bottom, that's a fine idea too. Here you should go Nobi, because the cuts are annoying next. So when white pushes like this, black can push and cut this way. Now if white connects, black goes Nobi and white has to leave in the corner, which is not easy. And if white captures 1 stone, black can Atari, push several times and kill these guys. Let's see the variation. Yeah, in this case, it's 3 against 4, so white will die faster. But yeah, white is probably not going to push. White will play either this, and come back. Now, when black goes down, white can play Kosumi and eventually leave. But again, it's very painful. So now black is strong in this area, then decides to sacrifice the stones on the right side and kill this center on a large scale. So it's going to be a long game like that. Okay, attach. Then white still needs to leave. Yeah, he does. Ane, hanging connection. Here you should play the double hanging, because these cuts are in the middle even without playing. I mean, even when you connect solid. So, and it doesn't really matter. I mean, Atari, you connect when white comes out. He has a problem in the corner. This will leave. It's going to be a seki eventually. But playing the move here, white can block and it leaves very comfortable. So with this one, white is still a little bit in trouble. Yeah. Here, white can play this move and it's alive in center. Black needs to protect. Then just protect like this to make sure the right side is dead. So white went back. Black plays away. Black can always leave by playing the Hane under. If white cuts, you capture the stone, so it's alive. If double Hane, you can push here first. Now white needs to block and then you have a double Atari. Of course you can start from the block, then Atari, then push several times so the group is alive, and then play in the center. But the center is never as big as it looks indeed. So let's see what happened on the right side. Oh, white played the wrong move. White should play this move. And now when Hane, block, connect and hit the vital point. So this way black can steal Hane on the second line and try to leave. Now maybe it's a bit too late. But in fact, let's see. Push, then push again. Oh no. Now it's too late, yeah. Because every time white cuts, he will play Atari and then Hane. Yeah, the last moment to leave was this. Yeah, when white plays another move, you can't leave anymore. That center looks promising for now. Yeah, it's impossible to leave. White knows to cut and then play the Atari first. Nothing to do. Atari first and then kill. And that happened. Oh. This way, Atari is not even necessary. Just Han and is dead. This moves army I. So the group died on the side. White grabs a lot of territory here. This move is not necessarily Sente. But okay, it was. I mean, white can play Kosumi, push, and so on. So even if black plays a monkey jump, let's say white plays here, this is alive already, because white got another eye. So white feels good about his position, therefore he defends. Big catch in the top. The wedge here is Sente. Then connect. This is fine. You can go down, because on the turn you just block. And on this push you go up again. All safe. Like that white can damage more. The empty looks ugly. You better push and then block. But I think after losing the top right and all that territory in the top, white is ahead. Even if white loses all the stones in the middle, this box in the center, it's not that big. I mean, compared to what white got in the top and here, yeah, white should be okay. Hard to come back. White is trying some magic here. Oops, and he does. Yeah, actually here, black should push again. Because on this Atari, you can connect, and when white comes out... Oh, this is also bad, sorry. Atari, then Atari from behind. Aye. So the only option is to block like this. Yeah, that's actually fine. Nothing happens inside. Atari, take, cut, defend. Ane block, Atari protect. Black is fine in the corner. Ouch. So yeah, once this happened, black has to resign. This was too much. So the middle, it's melting. Yeah, in order to have less quadrants here, you better connect where white wants to play. White wants to cut and capture those stones. Aye. Nice cut. Nice preparation actually. So Atari here, normally black has to protect. But yeah, better resign. So yeah. White is capturing a few more stones, saves the middle, and it's gone. So in In the early stage, black shouldn't lose these 4 stones. Better sacrifice 2 and get strong, and then try to keep the center as much as you can. But also, I mean, the Moyo could be much bigger playing the Keima, the key move, which was the border of Moyo. So, ouch. Good start, but bad finish. Enjoy the review.